It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC North rivals. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. All that and more coming up next.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today we've got what's always a hard-hitting battle in the NFC North, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, these Detroit Lions, they won over a lot of people with the way they played under Dan Campbell last year. They started 1-6, found their stride, won 8 of their last 10 games, and nearly got into the playoffs.
And when you think back to how they almost got in, that final Sunday night going to Lambeau Field and beating the Packers, that tells you about the culture that's already been established there. All you need now is to watch this team continue to play. They're going to contend, I believe, in this season.
Now, meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, one era ends, another begins. This is a team that finished 8-9 last year, missed out on the playoffs at the very end. What needs to happen for the green and gold to be playoff bound once more?
Everyone's focusing on how they're starting over on the offensive side of the ball. But to me, they have an accumulation of talent on defense that needs to play like a top 10, top 5 defense in the NFL.
The punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the new-look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
This is set up now to be the true beginning of Love's NFL career, because he's finally out from under the shadow of Aaron Rodgers, and Green Bay is giving him this season to prove he can be their starter. 4 years after he was drafted in the first round, we'll find out if Love is the next decade-long starter for the Green Bay Packers.
A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Now the 4th-year man from BC, it's A.J. Dillon. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle, and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
On now is the Packers punter. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here. And under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. And season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Rumors of Goff's demise? Greatly exaggerated, it seems. Boy, what a big year he had last year. 29 touchdowns and led the Lions to their first winning season since 2017. Under his leadership, the Lions expect to make the playoffs for the first time in a few seasons.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
To throw is Goff. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Samuel Porter, 56 yards. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Quick slant to Watson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Love going to give this one to Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Love looking to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Aleem McNeil. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Love. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Goff. Complete to right. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Goff on 3rd down. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with 4th down and 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now the Packers get set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. An inside give to Jones.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Love. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. Touchdown, Packers. Luke Musgrave, 44 yards. And the Packers have got it back to within a score.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Anders Carlson now for the point after. And they're back with it. And it's second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He
that one out and made a really nice play.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards, well struck. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Throwing. Love.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 1st and 10, Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Here's Goff.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now Goff on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Goff throwing again. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Goff.
That pass caught. It's Williams. And they're going to have a 1st down and also well into field goal range all the way down to the 15 here.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Let's be perfect. Let's go, man. Do this. Oh, let's do it.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. In the first half, it was the veteran quarterback Jared Goff who had command of the offense. He had a touchdown pass in that first half, helping his guys to a halftime advantage.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
To throw on second down is gone. And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That third down conversion good for 23.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On first down, it's gone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That third down conversion good for 23.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the...
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Derek Barnes in on the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Love now on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure
7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 15. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, here's Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. It's Goff.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Broken tackle. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
No, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are out in the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Play action this time with Love.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 36-yard line.
So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game without just a 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
Up the middle, Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 3rd down, Love. And he's caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Off the play fake, Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. Love, they go play action now. And Jones has it over the middle. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Love now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Second down, goal to go. Here's Love. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this point with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing. Love. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
Another shot now for this Lions offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Lions 1st down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the 2nd half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over the